Alright, so what we're going to do today, got a 300i, got a 200i, I got a Garmin Alpha 100. This is the T15X. So what we're going to do is the same antenna test. Let's see in the field if the 300i will perform better than your 200i and your regular 100 Alpha. Let's see where it goes. Wayne, tree.
Oh, oh,
there you go.
Oh,
there we go. Get a little live action in that tree dog right there. Yeah. Yeah. He's treed, boys. He's treed. So this is the X series collar with a Garmin Alpha 100 with a standard stub, but that extended range antenna on that collar, I'm up to 0.91 miles and have not lost signal yet. And that's a 100, folks. You tell me long range antennas don't make a huge difference. Okay, so we lost comm at 1 1/4 mile, 1.25 miles. Right there, 1.25 mile. That is with a standard antenna on an Alpha 100 Garmin. That's pretty impressive. All right, folks, so we swapped at 1 1/4 mile, used the flex antenna, and it's a no-go. So I'm gonna do a swap. I'm gonna drive around the corner here and swap antennas and see if we can get a different long-range antenna to work. But no-go on the soft flex. I think that's 12 or 14 inch, whatever it is. Okay, so now I have the Garmin 3-foot extendable black antenna. We're at 1 1/10 of a mile, and I'll drive until we lose service with it. All right, so I just lost comms at 2.3 miles with the black long range 3-foot extendable. So that's pretty impressive, folks. That's pretty impressive. So, all right, folks, this is the 136 to 174 millihertz antenna. It performed identical to the black 3-foot antenna. We lost both of them at an incredible 2.30 miles. They both stayed treed to 2.30. That's pretty impressive. So we're gonna break out the beamer, see if the beamer will work. Garmin 100 Alpha with the beamer, 600 times stronger than any antenna on the market. We just picked up 2.31 miles with the long range antenna. Let's see what this one does. I really like this antenna. I hope it performs. The last test though, unfortunately, it didn't perform very well. All right, it's hooked up. Picked him up. We got a pickup, folks. Or 2.29 miles and lost him at 2.3. So in my opinion, the beamer must be pretty daggone close to either one of those two long-range extendable antennas. It's kind of interesting, but folks, I'm here to tell you the truth. Philip at Ringtails and Tall Tails, this is what he wants me out here doing, is proving to y'all what is the best in the market. I'm sorry, beamer. I'm not trying to bash you, but it's a no-go. All right, folks, what we have here is the 300i. If you want to see the results on the 200i, I'll post them also linked to the video. But this is the 300i. What I did was just put in the test code for the collar. I put in the track code for the collar for the testing collar. Now I'm slowly making my way back, seeing if it'll pick it up before I get there. If not, I'm just gonna do the correct link and then drive away and see how far we get out of the 300. But I'm gonna tell you something. I was completely blown away by how well that 100 performed. But I really feel like that has a lot to do with Philip's new long-range antennas from Ringtails and Tall Tails. So here we are, you know, beautiful day in Florida. We're at 1.43 with the Garmin 300i and a stubby. 1.45. We will come back on as soon as it loses service, folks. Garmin 300i. Am I smiling? Holy crap, folks. With a stubby antenna, long range antenna on the T15X, I'm getting 1.93 and still going. We're going to keep this rolling for just a minute. I'm on a pretty calm highway. We're at 2 miles. Stubby antenna. Oh, there we go. We got our comm loss at 2.02 miles. We are going to turn the truck around, hook up some different antennas, and see what we can do. Okay, so this is your long range flex antenna. I think 12 to 14 inches, whatever it is. I need to measure it. I'm losing comms at 1.57. 1.57 is where I get my comm loss with the 14 inch. I think it's a 14 inch flex. There, just picked him up again at 1.57. I'll show you. It's going to lose him right there. Just lost him. So 1.57 with the flex. Not bad. So I put on the 3-foot black extendable. It automatically picked the collar up at 1.59. So we're going to drive till we lose some service. So I was pretty excited to try the 300i because they're claiming up to 9 miles. But there's a small problem. We're at 2.16 of a mile. The Garmin Alpha 100 went further. Not sure what that's all about, but yeah. Okay, so here we are with a 3-foot, 136 hertz to 174 millihertz on the Garmin Alpha 300i. We picked it up at 2.16, and we're also losing comms at 2.16. Okay, folks, so we have a pretty interesting thing here. So last time this was the best performing antenna. That would be the 136 to 174 millihertz antenna. What's quite interesting is this is the 200, this is the 300 on the right. The 200 with the 3-foot black extendable with a long range antenna attached to the collar as well. It's picking up at 2.16 with the 200. But it also comm losses at 2.16. So what's really interesting is the 100, the 200, and the 300 all performed literally identical. So I hope that this battery life deal really lives up to its expectations, because I'm a little shocked. I mean, they're claiming up to 9 miles. Am I right? Yeah, and then 50 hours of battery life. Now, I will say, since I've been in the field, my battery has not dropped at all on my 300. Whereas the 200, I've dropped about 10% already. So pretty impressed with the battery, but they're all identical in tracking, which is very interesting. The screen on the 300 is 100% better. The charger in the back, that is a big win to me, in my opinion. That USB-C cable, it's a big deal. Along with me being, I am severely colorblind. So being that I am severely colorblind, this clear screen compared to this foggy screen of the 200, this screen is gorgeous. I mean, they really done a top-notch job with the screen. I also noticed that when I go to my maps, I click on my maps, there's 0 delay. I have no delay in my maps anymore. Where in the 200, I always have a delay in my maps. So the interface seems almost identical as the 200i, as the 300i, pretty much all similar. One thing I do want to talk about and highlight real quick, it's probably one of my favorite features, because I do follow the fish and game forecast quite a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a fish and game forecast with a calendar. Thank you, Garmin, for listening. You had it on your 100, did not have it on the 200, but we have it on the 300. Thank you. We're excited about that as hunters. So coming from a hunter to the hunters, thank you. Few other little features. You have your Pro View that switches you straight to your compass. Literally the same identical buttons as the 200i. I mean, folks, it's another great product by Garmin.
Well, I wouldn't say one is better than the other, but the Garmin 300i definitely stands out to me.
Let me know what you think of the results. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content from Hunter's Wheelhouse.